What's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of the Realist Debates with myself, the Realist one, Jay.
This is Lengman Joseph from Around the Ways, aka Joey Leng. But people, please, just call me Joey.
Hello, I am Lauren Montana, the newest host on the show. I am a young creative, I am a poet, and I also do hair. Shout out Montana Braids, Instagram. What?
Big it up. Yes, people. So, obviously, firstly, you can see we have a beautiful new face upon the camera gracing us. Obviously, there's a reason behind that. Big up Kada, first of all, who's now moved on to other things. So, unfortunately, she will no longer be on the sofa. But we are more than happy to bring in Miss Lauren Montana.
There should be a halo. There should be a halo on this.
Innit? We need to edit in that halo. So yes, the female perspective, stays. And we're happy to have you here.
Yes, I'm gonna cause problems on this show.
Don't let the soft voice throw you off. Trust me, she is here for a reason.
I'm here to
Halo
cause a
soon
storm.
gone, yeah?
Halo straight in the bin. Today we're just obviously bringing in our new face, and as we do, just chopping up what's going on. So starting off, it's been quite. We've been missing for a while, isn't it? It's been a little.
You've been gone for a minute, yeah? And the one thing I've been pissed off about not being able to talk about is people running up on comedians, because we missed the Will Smith
Yeah,
thing.
we were vexed about
I
that.
missed that one.
Do you know what happened?
Go on.
Someone tried run up on Dave Chappelle, but it flopped.
I heard he had a knife and a gun, bruv.
Have you seen the photo of the?
I didn't know. The photo I saw, it looked like the knife and gun were combined, but
Yeah,
Knife
it looked
and
like
gun combined.
yeah, like the gun and the knife was
Like
just
it's
sticking out.
1842.
Yeah, it was a caller joint.
She know her guns.
Listen, it was a Call of Duty joint. I'm telling you. You know them ones where you run out of bullets and
Start
juking
shooting
man up.
Oh my
Juking.
days.
you know it looked like one of those, but it was on like a little. It was a fake gun though, but at the end it had like a blade. So because you guys have seen the video, right?
No.
Yeah.
So basically,
Like a rugby
wrestling
tackle
fan.
kind of thing.
I'm back, way back.
No.
Okay, Bill Goldberg means nothing to you, yeah. But what I saw my man do was Bill Goldberg stuff. Dave Chappelle was just there. I think it was like the end or something. He's come to the
Of
end
his
of
show?
the festival. Yes, it was a Netflix festival.
On stage.
Yeah, on stage with like Jamie Foxx was there, Chris Rock, etc.
Oh no.
So it's come.
Not him.
Tell me about it. We're gonna get to that. So it comes to the end now. So Dave Chappelle's just, you're just taking in
Lax.
everything.
Lapping it up.
All you see is one guy looking like Rhino, Edge, Goldberg, come out of nowhere and just goes, boop, just spears him. You're thinking,
What, you hurt him?
Like, picture a
Listen,
rugby
what-
tackle. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. If you
How
don't
did he
want
get
wrestling.
so close?
listen, whatever hurt he inflicted on Dave Chappelle, he felt a cajillion fold. Because on the side now,
What, they mash him up?
listen, the comedy show is still carrying on. You see man on the
Man.
side getting stomped out.
Stop it.
I think they drag man round back. You see him.
I heard Jamie Foxx got involved as well.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I heard he
Put him up,
backed
put him
it.
up, put him
Wait,
up.
allegedly. We can't afford no
JF
legal.
backed
Yeah,
it.
but allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah.
So what's this guy got against Dave?
I have no fucking idea.
Well, you know Dave is a bit problematic.
It's a bit
So,
controversial. Firstly,
like-
before we talk about Dave and what could have caused that guy to come out the crowd like that, listen, I saw a video, of the guy being loaded into an ambulance,
It wasn't me, I swear to God.
Not a police car. Not a police car. He wasn't
Ambulance.
getting nicked.
Ambulance
Hear me,
thing.
ambulance, yeah? Because did you hear Joey? He got stomped. I saw the stomping vids and I was like, all right, yeah, they stubbed him out like a cigarette. But the footage I saw of this guy going in the ambulance, when I tell you, no lie, his arm was back to front. His arm
it looked like a chicken wing.
back to front.
It was done. It was finished. If that's his dominant hand,
Gone.
Throw it in the bin.
Ambidextrous.
You look like a teacup.
Some origami thing. Man was folded up. He was folded.
It wasn't just Dave. It was Jamie Foxx and allegedly.
Dave, probably people from the crowd just like, yo, you fucked up the end of the show. Why you do that?
Oh no.
But it was mad. Man's arm was back to front. I just wanted to get that in before we spoke about what could have caused the man to come out the crowd like that. But yeah, like you were saying, Dave is obviously a controversial character.
He's a problematic guy. Like I was reading an article about like it might be, like he was very transphobic in his last show. So maybe like someone had something against him. And
what, the Netflix ones or?
Yeah, the Netflix ones.
I saw those and yeah,
But then
there's split views because some people say that he was being very favorable towards like the LGBTQ
plus.
Thank you.
Inclusive. This
because I was gonna trip up right there. My brother, that one that he said, community.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. It depends how you see it, really.
I mean, yeah, we don't know my man's justifications at the moment, but
all will be revealed.
What I do know is he paid top dollar to get mangled. Because them Dave Chappelle tickets aren't cheap.
They are not easy.
I'd love to see man live. I can't get tickets like that.
They are not easy.
So whatever insurrection my man planned, it failed.
But anyway, we gotta protect Dave at all costs, man, because yeah, comedians like him, obviously controversial as he is, like they're not about anymore in their abundance. So
I used to watch his old shows. They were hilarious.
But like, do you think that, just touching on Will Smith a little bit, do you think like him slapping Chris Rock, do you think that's now set a precedent? Because this has happened
just about to say that.
5 weeks.
I was just about to say that. Like, I really
afterwards.
hope that it's not a publicity stunt, because Dave Chappelle's show's tickets are already expensive. We don't want.
Nah.
Well, see, he's got a...
You've not seen my man's arm. It was not a publicity stunt. I'm rubbing it out.
You wouldn't do that to yourself.
No money. You would not do that
to
for
yourself. No one wants a chicken wing for life. Yeah, just to get exposed like that. It's not worth it still. But yeah, set precedents. I don't know, man. As in, like, what, comedians being attacked or?
Yeah, because obviously Chris Rock bust a joke, got slapped. Dave Chappelle done been busting jokes for how many decades? But very shortly afterwards, from Will Smith doing his thing, he's getting run up on.
I'd think
like, even for example, like his Netflix specials and all he's done, like he's been talking about the trans community. It's not been in one special or anything. It's been multiple ones. So there was opportunity to try and do him something, but it just so happens after Will Smith has done something, someone's tried a thing like 5 weeks later with one of the biggest comedians ever.
I've been calling, I've been texting, I've been emailing, and no one's getting to me. I'm gonna start it myself. The tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed.
But what I was gonna say on the back of that, yeah, what I would hope to understand is that Will Smith is kind of like in the industry. Do you understand? So like, they've probably hung out at events and shit like that before, and if anyone was gonna understand, I thought Will. Fresh Prince, fresh image, Mr. Will. Well, not so fresh after the entanglements and that, but all of that, I thought he would understand most. So a stranger coming out the crowd, I could understand some stranger being triggered, but someone in the industry, like, you know, showbiz and all that, especially that you've hung out with, I didn't see it coming still. And there's still that question of, was it real or fake?
It's the videos after and you see Chris Rock like...
It's just like contemplating life. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, I was pissed that we didn't get to talk about that. Obviously, that was due to Kada moving on and getting our fresh face on. So, yeah, we missed a lot of shit going on in that little period. But we fucking back. Yeah, hit that subscribe. We are back for good. Yeah, no ramping. But what else have we got in the bag today?
So I hear my husband.
Where's Johnny?
Johnny Depp is going through a little bit of a
mazzoline.
You fuck with Johnny Depp like that?
Everyone knows.
Well, he's a panty wetter, you know. Don't piss him off.
Everyone knows from day. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to marry Johnny Depp. This is like in the times of like, oh, I'm going to marry Bow Wow. And this is... No, Johnny Depp is sexy, man. Like, but he was cancelled, like, when Amber Heard came out with her first stuff. Or allegations or whatever. Or when they were getting divorced.
Yeah.
He got cancelled, like... So... Everyone was just like, no, I can't fuck with him or whatever. I'm just like...
I can't lie, you both brought this to my attention. Like, I was none the wiser to this. And then when you lot dropped it about, oh, have you heard about the Johnny Depp thing? I was like, what?
This court trial is bonkers.
Yeah.
It's bonkers. Because this has been years in the making. So even though they've had the court trial now, this has been going on since 2016, 17, where I think they first broke up or separated. Messy divorce initially. I think she alleged that he had hit her, been physically abusive, etc. So in the divorce settlement, she committed that the money that she was getting from the divorce settlement, I think 7 million, was to go to 2 different charitable causes. So remember,
all of it?
Yeah, remember this bit. So 7 million.
7 M's, okay.
Yeah. Now, fast forward a little bit later on, you know the movie Aquaman? So
Jason Momoa?
Yeah, so she was starring in that. So she wrote an article around that time talking about abuse. And she spoke about being a victim of sexual and physical abuse, like in her lifetime. But what Johnny Depp says is, like, you're not said my name, but you're pretty much saying that I done this to all of you. I done all of this to you. So off the back of that, he got dropped from Fantastic Beasts.
Okay.
No, Pirates of the Caribbean. Sorry,
all his contracts.
He got dropped from the only people. He managed to get a contract for like Fantastic Beasts, but I think the backlash got so much that he's not in the latest movie that's coming out, so he's lost work off the back of it. So he also sued a British newspaper. I can't remember which one. I'm not even going to say the name because it'll come for us.
Defamation.
Yeah, you know. Sued them. He lost because they referenced him as a woman beater.
Oh wow.
So he sued them. He lost. But then he's also suing Amber Heard for defamation because he's saying that because of that article, I basically lost work. Yeah. So this is where we're at now. So during the trial, Johnny Depp's gone first. The things I'm hearing is bonkers. So remember, throughout all this time, we've been told Johnny Depp is a woman beater, beating Amber Heard up, everything. Yeah. He comes on on trial. He's saying, "Yo, this woman's nuts. She's beating me up.
Trust me."
Like flipped. He said, "No, it's her."
Did you hear about
witnesses
his finger?
saying it's her? Yeah. At some point, she threw a bottle at him. His finger exploded. He had to get
it mashed up.
Yeah, fingers done out. Had to get sewn back on.
Sewn back on.
Yeah.
He said he had to get like skin off this bit of his hand and put it back on. But he was recording Pirates of the Caribbean at the time, so they said that it cost the film company more money because they had to use CGI because his hand was in a splint. Split.
You know what?
In a spliff, basically. She put his hand in a spliff. She smoked it.
She smoked it.
Yeah. She must have shit on his pillow. And blamed it on the corgi.
I heard.
You know how small corgis are this size? They're this size, yeah. And she blamed the shit on this corgi.
The corgi's in the corner, like
on his pillow.
On his pillow.
Yeah. When you lot told me about this, I started to try and tap into it, and one thing that popped up randomly, I don't know why, but apparently she stubbed a cigarette out on his face.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
I haven't even heard that. That's a mad thing.
Like he was just talking or something like that, and she just like ashed it in his face. Yeah.
But then now, she's on the stand now. So now she's saying things like he's done now. We're like, he's headbutted me, he's broken my nose. One point it was on a private jet. He slapped me across the face, kicked me down. So they're both saying it's not me, it's them. They're doing it. They're doing it, type of thing. So, and what is like really interesting to see, right, is it's people have taken it as like a versus. So there's people are either 100% riding for Johnny Depp, or people are saying I'm in Amber Heard's corner. But
rather than finding out the actual
but
truth.
from my perspective, I've not followed everything in the court trial, but I've seen enough to say it seems that they've both been toxic and abusive towards each other.
I was just about to say that, like, it just sounds like a...
For me, it doesn't even matter who's the antagonizer. To me, it's not even a competition to win. There's no winners or losers. Like, it seems as though you're both in a really toxic situation. And for me, even if, for example, Amber Heard is the massive antagonist in this, like, I feel for both of them in that situation because it's toxic as fuck. But Johnny Depp still got to the point where you're headbutting your missus. Like, allegedly. This is all allegedly. Like, it's mad. Like, regardless of what A or B is doing, like, it seems as though you're both violent towards each other.
I feel like what highlighted things for me was that we all talk about abuse and abusive relationships and everything, but I think it's a poignant moment to highlight that men actually get abused as well. Women are abusers. And like, even, did you hear the voice recording?
Which one? I've heard a few.
Like, they was having like a talk after she pushed the door, and then she was saying like, tell the press that Amber Heard abused you. Tell them, and who's
like
going to believe you,
and see who they'll believe.
Who they'll believe.
What did he secretly record her?
I think so. Like, he was just recording.
It seems
like
as though they record
conversation. Like, and that's the thing. Like, why did it get to that? But like, she was saying like, like, who's going to believe you? Like, no one's going to believe you.
Pretty
so it's
much,
like,
yeah. I think I had another recording of her being like, why are you such a baby? I didn't hit you, I slapped you.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, no, if it's a closed fist, then it's a punch. And she's like, oh, you're such a baby, pretty much.
They're getting into the technicalities of the boxes and the slaps.
But then I'm hearing Johnny Depp saying, I've not broken your nose, I headbutted you on the forehead. Like, stop being ridiculous. It's like
mental.
What? It's mad.
I think when these things start to happen, it's just time to call it a day. Unfortunately, they are in the public eye, so
that is
But like, what I'd like to, like, I think what will be like really interesting to see once this court trial develops is because it's on a specific thing. So I think it's quite likely that Johnny Depp could still lose the actual case. However,
even though she's being recorded saying, who's going to believe you?
Because what it is, they just have to prove that he was abusive once. And they only have to convince one juror that he was abusive to Amber Heard once.
Really?
And he will essentially lose the case. So,
well, he's essentially confessed saying about how he headbutt you on
based on some of the things that I've heard, it doesn't seem likely that he can win. However, just because he's lost the case, we have all this information about Amber Heard. So, okay, cool, she won the case. Johnny Depp technically has to pay her 100 mil.
Stop it.
So where's her charges?
But he's brought her to court.
What happens next? Does she just
get cancelled?
Does she get to crack on with work and carry on in Aquaman 2 and have new joints? Because Johnny Depp technically lost, do we still cancel him?
He's in the mud.
Mad. What do we do, man? So that's what I'd like to see, like what the public's response is, because like we spent a long time thinking, Johnny Depp's done out. And the most interesting thing to consider, right, is it was Johnny Depp that fought for this trial
That's what I was
to
saying,
to go public, not fought to go public. Amber Heard's defense tried to keep this basically as a closed court where we would get trickled information from the media. So certain things we all miss context. So we might hear, for example, maybe Johnny Depp did headbutt her, but that's all we would hear and not like the full context, for example, which could have finished him, but because it's in the public.
That's mad. Imagine you pressing to get it public and then losing.
Trust me.
And then the stuff about her doesn't even really come to light. Like you just really shut on yourself for trying to obviously be a upfront guy.
But then does the industry cancel Amber or?
Wait.
So I'm pretty sure Aquaman 2 is supposed to be coming out. Like,
They're filming.
I mean, judging by what I've heard just here, she should be cancelled.
Yeah, I think...
Like, that little rant that she went on, that for me is enough. Like, that's your voice saying, you're literally saying, who's going to believe that I'm abusing you? Like, how I'm going to get away with it? What kind of fuckeries? That is mad. Yeah, wow.
Lord.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that one concludes for real. But in terms of, not that it's a chilling show, but on the topic of abuse and fucking abusers, let's get into this guy, Westwood. DJ Westwood. Tim Westwood, man! Yeah, it's Westwood!
I need to hear the tea about this because I did not know what's going
Mate, yeah.
Worst kept secret, really, to be honest.
Joey. Because yeah. I mean, literally is the worst kept secret.
Worst kept secret, like...
I mean, it's... We could say worst kept secret, like, boy, I don't say I know anything. This is all allegations.
Okay.
But there tends not to be smoke without fire. Do you understand? And all I can say in regards to, yeah, Westwood, DJ, yeah, that's me.
I don't think I should be laughing. Something bad's gonna
All
happen.
I could say in regards to this brother is, look, yeah, I'm a big, fully grown man, yeah, and I've attended Westwood raves, yeah, back in the day.
Same.
And I saw things that were questionable back in the day. Now, obviously, I'm sitting here on the sofa as a fully grown man, you know, with different thoughts and opinions on life, probably from 20 years ago, no lie. And yeah, obviously you see things back in the day and you don't really question these things.
It's back then.
Yeah, it's back then. But now, hindsight is a beautiful thing. And yeah, some of the charges, basically, there's been, how many? Was it 7 initially?
Documentary was, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Of what?
She's like, tell me!
So like, allegations of...
sexual abuse.
Yeah, sexual assault, like unwanted... like sex under coercion, like kind of around that realm, from like what they're saying.
Oh boy!
I don't know. To me, when I was, because it was a documentary on the BBC. To me,
Okay,
some
well,
of
it's just been revealed, or just the show's just come out.
It's
just like
recently come out.
Yeah, very recently. So what they're describing to me, I'm quite I can be black and white sometimes. To me, I'm like, wow, that sounds rapey. Like I would just put it in that context,
Word.
but. You know what they're describing is it's more technical terms. So, but it's around that realm pretty much.
Rape is rape. Rape is rape.
So it came out and everyone was pretty much like, finally. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not reporting on it now?
Oh, because it's been known.
Yeah.
Pretty
I mean,
much.
from what I saw, 2 particular ladies, and let's highlight the fact, these aren't just any random women, it's black women. For a start. Yeah, I thought that would get your head adding a little piece more. She's like, tell me more, yeah? Season me. Alright, so yeah, let's get that one out the way. It's black women, first of all. But what the allegations are. I saw basically 2 interviews from 2 separate black women who hid their identity and stuff like that, that were saying that basically Westwood used his position, because obviously he had association with like BBC One, Radio Extra, and all of a lot of associations that I don't know all of, but a lot of musical connections. So they're basically accusing him of using his position to, you know, promise them things that he didn't so much deliver on.
I'm gonna get you a record deal.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the facts behind it, but probably along those lines.
I think like one of the girls, because it's all, you know, and have them all like shadowed out. She was saying something like, I think she was like 17 around the time. She was saying that she was like in the party scene, like where it was popping back in the day in London and that, and obviously Westwood's always there. I think she was saying that I think she wanted to like form part of like a group or something like that. Basically, essentially Westwood was like, I can bust you. Basically, like, I can connect you to like that person and we can see what won. So he picks her up one day, they're driving, next thing you know, there's pull up. They're in the estate now.
Some bando yard.
Yeah, go to some bando. And I'm pretty sure about 2 or 3 of them said they ended up in the bando.
The same yard, and they all referenced the same car that he picked them up in back in them days. Yeah.
So like, so one of them was like, I went. No, she was just chilling there. She was like,
I know what's coming, man.
You know when you like enter someone's yard, but then they just shoot off somewhere. She's like, well, I don't really know how to like, do I sit? Do I still stand? So she's just standing there. He comes back, and I think he just started lipsing her or something like that.
Oh, I thought you was going to
takes her trousers off. Ching.
I thought we were here to talk.
Just starts eating her up.
Yeah. Unwarranted, like uninvited, all of that. I thought you was going to say the other one. That's the one of them, but the other one was like, he brought me back to the same yard, you know, in some big car. They all reference the car. Like, none of these women know each other either. So something's correlating here. And she was like, he brought me back to the house and he sat me down on this sofa and whatnot. And like Jay said, he just kind of scooted off. So she's just sitting there like, all right, what's happening now? And apparently he just came back naked.
Just putting on a dom.
But fucking naked.
Oh yeah, it was the condoms that he sponsored as well.
What?
And apparently his face was on Durex condoms at the time as he was doing a sponsorship with them. She remembers seeing.
I don't even remember that collab.
I don't.
The only one
I'm definitely not buying them.
He's sponsoring safe sex, but you're raping people. Makes sense.
Oh, listen,
the irony is actually boggling. It's mind-boggling. It is. Like you're sponsoring condoms, your face is on the pack, yet you're out here appearing naked out of nowhere with just that you're wearing.
You're wearing your own condom. Mad.
I'm not laughing. I'm laughing.
Who asked you, bruv? Furthermore, why are we here?
Is it this? What I'm saying. I was gonna ask. Like, was it like they've gone to dinner and they've had a chat and then now it's gone back and like
apparently
romantic?
they were business meetings.
That's what I was saying. So
these women were turning up for,
and then they've gone to the house. Why? To talk about business.
Listen.
And man,
nobody knows. It's madness.
So this is another thing that's obviously ongoing. But I hope they throw everything at him still.
But isn't it ironic though that it was the BBC that done and then released the documentary? Because obviously he was associated with them for years where this allegedly took place.
Well, we all know what the BBC represent.
But then I think there was a Freedom of Information request where someone said, right, were there any allegation or any complaints made to you whilst Tim Westwood was an employee here?
So you're saying like they're trying to get the information out before it comes back on them?
Their answer, we can neither confirm nor deny.
That means yes.
Like, honestly,
Wasn't they friends with Jimmy Savile?
he's another one.
They employed him too.
He worked for them. Yeah. They got a lot to answer for still. A lot.
All I can say is that I wish these women peace, and I hope they get the help they need and justice is served. Legally or illegally.
Nicely under the breath there.
Yeah,
but
well,
yeah.
he's left Capital.
Did he? Yeah, he left before he was
Oh, he's
pushed.
gone home?
Yeah, pretty much. He
Nah, not on the run. Did you say? Did he go on the run? What is it?
On the road again.
Hey, that man that can't build the run.
Hey,
It's like when they were saying, yeah, put 6ix9ine in Witsec. What is the point?
Yo, imagine Westwood on the run, you know. Oh my days.
You know why Westwood's dumb? He'll probably still go party in Ibiza and get caught anyway.
Well, he'll probably try hold a rave there. Westwood.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
No.
With some
Bun him anyway.
moustache on and that and the glasses.
Don't kill
thinking
me.
no one can recognize him.
It's not me.
DJ,
Yeah,
no.
fire for them, man. Fire for them, man. Still.
Trust me.
What else is on the agenda? Oh my, because I don't want to talk about Westwood no more. I just want to hear the end. Yeah, man got like 100 years. And then, we can put that one to bed. But, shit then. Shit.
Shit then.
Oh, shit.
What's happening?
She
In Dubai, literally shit was...
I thought you was coming out with like a surprise. That.
I was trying to throw the cat shit. Oh shit. Well,
Montana
yeah.
didn't want to catch
Lord
that.
of mercy, Lord of
Oh
mercy,
my
Lord of
god.
mercy.
Who wants to take this one, man?
I
don't want to take this one still.
Shit's gotta happen, man.
Again, all I can say is that I've heard. So get me. forgive me if I'm wrong. Allegedly, girls flying out to Dubai for money, and the things they have been asked to do, again, is a bit questionable.
Yo,
And-
some of the things I've seen, yeah.
He's not even looking.
Guys, shh. Some of the things that I've seen, it goes against humanity. I just need people to know it goes against humanity. Do you know what I saw?
What did you
And it's on Twitter, you know.
Tell me what you saw.
Elon, clean it up. Listen, I saw snails on a nani. Snails.
Talking about suction in that.
Snails on the pole.
Gliding.
Sensation.
Gliding.
How? What kind of extreme
Why?
sport is this, fam?
Why?
It's called humiliation sport.
Oh no, we're not talking about.
Some men are fucked in the head. They are. Like some of the things I'm reading. Listen.
First of all, because I'm not. I just was throwing it out there so you lot could really lead with this. I don't know really what's going on, but the dribs and drabs. Like, first of all, is it for 50k?
So
And you can end up going home with nothing.
I read that Twitter thread.
What are you talking about? Potluck? What?
Now, there's no guarantees in this.
Home is something. Not saying
Yeah,
I'll do it.
shit in your
Not
mouth.
saying I'll do it.
Wheel of
Pay me and
Fortune and
pour.
that.
Oh, God.
Yo, what happened to people just trying to get on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and just trying to do a thing? You know? Fucking catchphrase.
Call a friend and that.
Yo!
Oh, my
Listen.
God. I'm
What happened to that? What happened to that? What was the one with Noel Edmonds? What was that one called?
What, Noah's house party?
Nah, not that one. The other one with the boxes.
Oh, deal or no deal.
What happened to that, man? Why can't we go back to that?
Stars in their eyes. Stars in their eyes.
That is potluck still. But the thing is, you could take part in this thing, yeah, and go home with no peas but shit between your teeth.
No,
bro.
man. No, man.
You'll get
But the thing is, this, you know what this is? This is rapey Squid Games.
What is the world's turn to shit? It's literally gone to
Because
shit.
the story that you're talking about, yeah. Because listen, as mad as I think some of the women that eventually found out when they got there to carry on as mad. You have to remember, a lot of the man that they met out there, they showed them a little bit of a lifestyle, then put them somewhere and said, yo, yeah, you can cut still, but you ain't getting nothing. You gotta find your own way. They're in the middle.
Home?
Yeah, they're in the middle of nowhere.
So what, they got their flights paid out there.
Yeah.
They got shown a little bit of bougie lifestyle. Then they got tucked away and said, yo, game start tomorrow at 11.
Game start.
Yeah.
Oh
so obviously, like, so the women, they're thinking, listen, I'm gonna have to twerk for this experience, innit? They're expecting, you know, the normal sex, the normal sex.
We're not kink shaming.
Normal
We're
sex,
not
like-
kink shaming. We're not.
not kink shaming, but they expect like
We're not.
They expect certain parameters to be within that. Yeah.
You like it?
You get there now.
If I go say there's a checklist.
Nah, you get there now.
No.
A man just busted your shit in a bucket. You
And then
say,
there's
wait.
what?
You say, wait, what?
All cards are on the table here.
I'm spun.
What? I thought at most bukakai. At most.
What is bukakai?
What? A man just busted shit on the floor. No. What? And she's eating. No.
What?
Yo, slow down.
Wait.
Wheel it.
You don't know the story?
Wheel it.
Slow
You're talking like we know the
down.
thing.
Yo.
So you don't got my blood boiling. You don't even know the story.
Bruv, you're just dashing it all out
Right,
there,
okay.
bruv.
Man said bukakai.
Right, are we ready?
Alright, let's
cool.
go.
Wait, let me just take
Right. So,
Wait.
as per the Twitter thread, allegedly what happened is the girl's a flight attendant, right? So she's flying like rich people. She gets patterned by one of the customers. She's like, yo, I'll show you a good time. It's like, okay, cool. Flies her out to like France or something. They spend a nice little weekend out. She's all thinking, like, cool, I got to twerk for this now. She goes to kiss him. He's a bit taken aback. She's thinking, oh, fuck the bag up. But they still spend a good weekend or whatever together.
What, my man withdrew from the lip sync?
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously, like she's a bit thrown, like, Rav, I thought this is what this is type of thing.
Yeah.
Right? So now she's been flown out to like Dubai. Okay? So they spend like a night together or something. She's all thinking, right, I'm twerking. It's still not happening. But then he tells her, right, you have an hour to get ready. A car's gonna pick you up. We're going to a motive basically. Get to the motive now. You see bare women, bare like bougie older men. So she's thinking, alright, cool. It's like a kind of swingers type party. It's an orgy thing, right? That's what I mean by like the normal sex. No kink shaming, right? So the night progresses. She's thinking, wow, no one's drinking alcohol, you know. Everyone's backing coffee.
We're supposed to do this sober?
Coffee, yeah?
Oh no, to get their stomachs.
Yeah?
That whole
Now,
milk.
Imagine now, man, full fat.
Stupid.
You know that one? I mean, I don't even drink that no more. But you know what?
Oh,
the
that
funny
would-
thing about
that
it
would
is,
fold me.
I had it in Brighton by mistake recently. I blatantly said to the woman, oat milk, yeah? She gave me the full fat thing, bruv.
man.
Half an hour later, my stomach was having a word like,
Say, what did you do? What did you do?
Party.
them kind of nut.
Like, excuse me for 5 minutes.
So yeah, I know. So yeah.
So right, so now you're thinking, right, let's get into it. Nothing happens, right? So she's thinking, right, I'm going back to my man's room. He says, no, your room's on the other wing.
Oh, no.
Now she's thinking, wow, when do I have to give it up? Cool.
When do I have
cool. Now she's going to the hotel or to her room now. 2:30, she gets a knock on the door.
AM.
Waking her up.
I was sleeping.
Waking her up, saying, yep, the games begin basically. So now she's thinking, all right, cool. Now
stomach's
it's
churning.
basically, it's eventually happening. Like, it's now the time. So,
I can't do this.
there's a line. This is a line of women, right? So the funny thing is, right, there's nervous girls like visibly shaking, and there's girls who are just like kind of a bit confused. So at first, she thought the nervous girls were new to this experience.
It's because they know what's happening.
And the girls who are a bit blasé I've been here before. What happened next? Flip that narrative. Some fat German dude walked out, put a bucket, pulled his trousers down, just took a shit. Got the bucket, went up to a girl, went scoop, and went poof in her mouth.
Excuse me?
So now,
Jesus is Lord.
nah, bro, he's on annual leave for this one. I'm sorry. This is out of bounds. This is out of bounds, bro. Out of bounds. So now my girl, she's now thinking, yeah, no, I'm not about this life still.
What, he force fed her the doo-doo?
Yeah, just forced it. So obviously the girl from the original, the flight attendant now, she's seen that and said, nah,
yeah, I'm done.
So she's gone to her guy who brought her in. She's been like, nah, like, what is this? I'm out. And he said like, yeah, cool, you're out, but you don't get the money. I should say, wait, what money? What are you talking about?
She just thought that it's some nice guy that she's hanging out with.
Yeah, but she thought she'd have to obviously do something for it, but you never expect that, is what I'm trying to say. So now she say, wait, what money are you talking about? He's like, yeah, if you lost the weekend.
Lost the weekend. I'm tapping out now.
You get 50. You get 50 bags.
It's over, Charlie. I'm out of here.
He's like, if you want to leave, you can leave. There's the door.
I regret everything.
The door's there. You can see it's open.
Please,
the door's open.
where's my bag?
You don't need to come back, but you got to find your own way back. Now you're in the middle of Dubai.
Check Snap West.
Middle of Dubai.
What?
So now she's thinking,
see, and look,
fuck it.
Just to emphasize, yeah, I'm not trying to like, well, I am. Ladies, this is why you need to have your own.
This is what I was just about to say. This
like, don't turn up to the restaurant saying, I forgot my purse by accidentally on purpose. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. But the point.
No, I was with you when you said that.
I was agreeing with him. Hold on a minute.
Let me land. Anyway, don't let a man fly you out to Dubai, yeah, and you ain't got the peas to get back.
No, but it's just we're going on to different topics now. Like, this is just we can talk about dating and the rules and regulations and all of that, but it's just called red eye. Like, these girls, even like with the Tim Westwood thing and party scenes and whatever, like, everyone, you're not going to be a celebrity. If that's your be all and end all in life, like, grow up and sort it out, because what this society is doing to us, like, no one cares what shoes you've got on, no one cares what clothes you got, and if you're actually trying to attain that in order for people to like you or to get some sort of status, sort it out. Like,
wait, I dressed up nice
like,
for this then.
I
thought about this shit.
No, but that's not the be all and end all. Like, these girls are actually going out there, like, we not saying that there's different like sad stories or whatever. Like, we've all done something to make money and we all have to work hard, but you can't just go out.
There's got to be a line, man.
Like, no, like.
Wait, did any of them survive the weekend?
Yeah, so a few tapped out. They got nothing apart from sweet corn in between the teeth.
Shut up.
Oh, Joey.
Shut up.
So the girl, the flight attendant, I think she. Oh, this is where it's fucked up, man. So she lasted, right, the weekend.
Well, obviously she's a flight attendant, so I'm imagining she's patterned for the flight home.
She got
phone a friend.
Yeah, you know, like, yo.
So she got the 50 racks. Bro, the kicker, I left this out from the beginning, because the kicker, the worst bit is,
there's more.
With that 50k, she bought her boyfriend a car. Yeah, she had a man all along, guys.
Cameraman is clapping.
She had a man.
He clearly approves. Yeah. Gun fingers in the air.
He loves my storytelling skills.
Wait. So she was like, she got home and she was like, babe, I understood the assignment.
So she
completed the task.
So she got him a car, right?
What whip do you want?
But so she never told anyone about what happened. She went to therapy afterwards because the thought, I think, the sight.
Oh, out of guilt. Wait, he didn't know where she was.
Nah, she told him that she was at a gig or something like that. He thought she was going there for work.
Oh, so when she came back and it was like, oh my God, baby, I missed you, and that lips when you miss your babes from.
Nah, I can't. Not even buy a flat. Not even to make your life better.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
There's more?
I got to say, you see this brother, he's got a lot of fortitude. I rate him still. So, and I want to get your opinions afterwards because he was getting kind of dragged in the comments of that. I don't really know why. But after a year, after therapy and stuff, she basically told him what happened.
Okay.
And what he said was, right, I can't be with you.
But I'm keeping the whip though.
He said, I'm keeping the whip. but he said, but your secret dies with me, basically. I won't tell anyone why we have actually broken up.
Okay.
Like,
that's a real brother still.
And I said, that's cool. Do you know what bare people said? Wow.
He's a waste man.
What a waste man. Why is he keeping the car? Listen, my man deserves that car. Let him fucking have it,
for
man.
a year.
Listen,
A year of February after it.
Mate, he got a kiss on day one.
Don't.
He deserves the whip.
No,
he deserves the whip. I don't care how much sanitizing, brushing you done. He deserves the whip.
But
Give him that.
But can we just go back?
And sorry, just before you do, he actually kept her name out of the shit.
Yeah,
that's
literally
respectable.
That
is respectable.
I rate that.
Yeah.
But like, and what I'd also like to say as well is, right, like these men, right, that are just putting these women in,
that's what I was just about,
very weird situations to get them to do this stuff. At the end of the day, like, there are people that are into kink. There are people that are into scat. Fucking pay them to do it, man.
Yeah.
Just pay them.
Be honest and upfront.
There's a whole community that's
the thing.
There's a community that will take your money and backflip.
For me, it's about the transparency.
It's just predatory. Like,
be transparent.
But even for her to think like she's obligated, like, oh, I'm supposed to kiss him now. Oh, I'm supposed to. Girls, just work hard and do your overtime. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're all here for seeking arrangements and getting you money. Fucking be a stripper or some shit. Do you know what I mean? Like,
she could have went home.
She could have went home. That's what I'm saying. Like, but it comes to a line. Like, just like with all the sexual assaults and abuse that we're talking about, there is that point where people don't believe or don't feel sorry for them because they did put themselves in that situation. But there's a thin line. Do you know what I mean? Like, where? But it's all about mindset. Like,
Nah, I hear you. I hear you. And
I just wouldn't do that for what, 50k to be shat on.
50 bags.
Like, how do you value yourself?
Where's your integrity? Like your morals, your ethics.
Like, I'm a hard worker. If someone wants to give me 50k, I can go to dinner. But no one's shitting on me.
See, you know your worth. You're like, I can go to dinner for 50 bags,
like,
but you
everyone's had that little ting. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like,
the levels of which and for what? To get a bag? For a bag?
And that's probably what they'll spend the 50
racks on. Do you know what I mean?
Well.
Not even going into no property.
The head bit about it still.
Do you know what I mean? For a bag or some shoes to hang out with your friends.
To go and take pics on Insta.
Do you know what I mean?
Impress
that's
people
I live this lifestyle.
Don't even know you, strangers.
Yeah, and I mean, I think like this particular story is like, I see it a bit different because it seems as though they were put in a really tight spot.
Of course.
But I just see like a lot of them out there where they're just going flying out there to do their thing.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I think for me, like, if like you want to go out there and you actually want to do it, fine, like, do your thing. But I think there's a lot of people that do it, they don't really want to.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, for me, it's like, is 50 bags, for example, worth you literally taking your values that are supposed to mean so much to you, going like that, stamping on it, pissing on it, and setting it alight?
Trust me.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. Like, we've all been in hard situations where we've needed money. Times are tough, times are rough, and everything. But, like, there's just ways to sort things out. talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to your loved ones around you, and they can help. Don't think like it's going to be some quick money because look, a year therapy.
That's where all the 50 bags
On
is gone.
NHS, did she pay private? Well, she went and bought a car for her boyfriend.
Mad.
I'm sorry, my love, if you're watching, but
Talking about...
I hope you're healed as well.
Yeah.
I wish you peace and
I hope.
healing.
I really hope
and
you
for
are
all those
healed.
girls out there that's doing all of that, babes,
But if you want to, cool. Genuinely
get the money,
cool.
get the bag.
But if you don't, like...
I think we're
Think
giving
about
mixed signals here.
We most importantly, we all have fucking choices, man.
Yeah.
Like, don't feel obligated. Like, it's a free world that we live in. Like, make your own decisions, and hopefully the right ones, man. But moving on, talking about the final thing I want us to talk about today, in terms of, you know, putting people in positions and are they uncomfortable or not? This one, obviously, knowing what I do, being a boxing coach and a PT, like this one obviously triggered me a bit because it's my kind of job, yeah? On a day-to-day, like when I'm walking around my gym, if I see something wrong, yeah, it's my job to correct it. Do you understand? I see it every day, guys, girls, whatever. And usually... I don't know whether because I am actually a PT, it is more reciprocated. But I just want to go into an incident, yeah, where I saw basically a guy went to, I don't know whether he was correcting her form or went to put a mat underneath a girl that was doing hip thrusts, yeah? Do you know what hip thrusts are? Surely. Yeah, them things there, the booty grower things that girls do. Yeah, so... First of all, my opinion on it is she was recording her set, whatever she was doing, and you see this guy come with a mat and he looks very timid, like he didn't jump in there and be like, yeah, this is what you need to do. He looks very timid and he approached her, and I think what it was is he tried to just put the mat underneath her, and you can see like some explaining going on. Yeah. Now, obviously, she's come out and she's like, guys, like, I know you're trying to help, but don't just encroach on women that are doing their exercise, blah, 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 blah. Which, in my opinion, is a fair opinion to have. Like, you're entitled to that. And yeah, it does, in my opinion, depend on the approach as well, like how you approach the situation. So from what I saw, yeah, of that situation, the guy... approached in the softest way he could have, yeah? So now she's obviously come out exposing the guy for like approaching her and disrupting her workout and making her feel uncomfortable. And now this guy is obviously being dragged on social media. His face is out there. He had no idea, I'm guessing, that he was being filmed, and this is the whole big deal. Now, first of all, for me as well... I question the authenticity of the actual vid itself. From my perspective, from what I saw, he looks like he's bringing the mat over, he pushes it down or whatever, and from what I saw, they look like they get into a bit of a conversation. However, the vid cuts and you can see her like looking a bit more frustrated and kind of sending him away, and he kind of backs out, and then that's what the overall vid looks like. I personally think it's been edited to suit the agenda of her, personally. And also going into the girl, I won't name her, but she's been known because she wants to do her own thing, as in, you know, opening up a female gym, etc., and female empowerment, which I'm all for. But does it have to come at the cost of this guy? Thoughts?
So, like with the video...
Did you see it?
Yeah. So I thought the way he approached it was weird.
Okay.
I think he could have just waited for her to done her set. And then just said, like, listen, like, do you want to use a mat or something like that? And she said, no, cool. But what I'd also say is, I don't think the action he took warrants, like, that to be an example of harassment for him to then be dragged, to then... if just like you're saying, I want to now, this is why, you know, we need female-only gyms, for example. If that's the example, I'm saying, boy, I don't think there's enough in it. Like, but I'm pretty sure you could have probably waited a week and another guy probably would have given you a much better example, to be fair. Because there are men that just move wild in the gym. Like,
And
I see it a lot.
that-
I saw one recently where I can't remember what, I think she was doing the hamstring curls. So like where you're lying on your front. And I think my man just walked up to her and was like, something like, I'd love you in that position every day, or just something like that, and walked off.
Wild thing.
Like, that is wild. That's
rabid.
harassment. Yeah,
that
that's
is
harassment.
rabid.
Yeah, that is frothing at the mouth. What my man done, to me, it looked like he was helping her out, but he could have done it in a better approach.
And that's where I'll agree with you, is like, obviously, like I'm saying, it's my job. I do it every day, but I'd never interrupt anyone mid-set. I'd never. It's an unwritten rule. You don't do them things there. Secondly, I'd wait and then I'd explain and I'd ask, can I give you advice? Trust me, 90% of the time I give my professional advice, people then crack on to do their own thing anyway.
Oh, wow.
And that's most of the time they've asked me. I give them the professional answer or the right answer, and they'll still go on and do their own thing. Fuck you, innit? Why are you asking me?
Trust me.
That's a waste of man's time.
Why are you wasting my time?
They're doing the tap on the shoulder and saying, yeah, you know when I'm benching, and you're like, yeah, you got to do this, and they're like, okay, cool. And then
they
run off
and go back to their own
shoulder
default.
out of place.
Yeah, fuck you, innit? Don't ask me no questions in the future.
Madness.
But what I was gonna say is, yeah, there's a time and a place to do it. But going back to it, you have to think of my man's intentions. Yeah, because when I watched the vid, he didn't seem like he meant harm. Like, he didn't seem like he meant ill will or to cause a problem. He was actually trying to help. So the fact that he's been reflected in this light is what didn't sit well with me. And that's not me saying that her point was invalid either. I think her point was valid and he could have went about it a better way, but I don't think he warranted the dragging that, man's gone viral for that. Like,
Yeah, I mean, intent doesn't outweigh... What's the saying?
I don't know.
Intent doesn't outweigh the cause or something like that.
Or something like that.
Yeah. So, like, listen, I fully appreciate how he might have made it feel at the time. Because, listen, to me, it looked a bit weird. But I also think, did I have to go out like that?
Make a TikTok about it. You'll probably get more numbers. Do you understand? Here's what not to do, guys. Blah, blah, blah. Fair enough. You've made your point. Do you understand? But to drag a stranger into it to suit your ongoing agenda, what it seems, allegedly, I'm not going to say. But that, to me, that didn't sit well. And I just wanted to highlight, because every day I correct people. And like you said, yes, there is a right way to do it, but you have to look at my intention. Obviously, some people aren't good at introductions like that. Maybe that's him as a person. You have to look a bit deeper. Maybe he has anxiety issues, or he don't know how to introduce himself properly. And at that time, that was the best way he thought to do it. But instead, he's being dragged. I don't know.
I think there's a time and a place. And like, I don't go to the gym. Can't be asked.
Could you natural slim things, yeah? Sorry.
I don't go to the gym, but I've got many friends that do, and I have heard a lot of stories, especially like well, the example you gave. Like, I've got one friend and she pushes weights, but like when she records, you see her stopping, like, why are you looking at me? Like, what are you staring at? Like, so I think, I don't know. So I can't. That's why I've been silent.
And I'll back it. There are fucking creeps in the gym. Yeah, I'll say it straight. I see it. I've been in this game 10 plus years. There are fucking creeps in the gym. Man that don't, look, I'll give you the real. Man that don't even know me like that. Yeah, they'll come up to me and be like, did you see that girl on the treadmill or something like that? I'll be like, brother,
we're here to exercise.
Are you tapped?
We're here to exercise.
Like, bro, I don't know you. Like, bro,
brother, hey, listen.
Have your quick glance and keep it moving.
It's a brother that I would have literally nodded at a couple times. Like, I've seen you a couple times in my gym, so I'll be like, you're right. You're right. Next minute, man's like, you seen that thing on the treadmill? Bro, what's your name? Who are you, bruv? I don't even know you like that. And you're talking to me about gal. Yeah, so there are rabidly tapped men in the gym. The testosterone runs very high. So, yeah, I hear where she's coming from, but I just think the way that she went about it was not right. And that's where I'll let it rest for me.
I saw a funny tweet, like, making reference to it. One guy was like, I see a woman on the gym floor. I can't remember what exercise she was doing, but he's like, but her form was off.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I'm not going to tell her though.
I'm not trying to go viral.
Because he said, she's recording. I'm not going viral.
And this is what it leads to now.
Listen, people end up dying.
This is what it leads to now. Now, you've kind of set a precedence where you're saying guys can't even come and give you advice anymore.
As a woman, like, there's just ways to go about things.
Definitely.
And even in the whole conversation of what we've just had, like, it's just rapey settings, man. I'm sorry, like, what's your intention? Why are you coming up to me? Like, I don't know. But I think people do need to be conscientious of how they approach people and conscientious of what they're saying and how they're saying it, just in everything. So with the gym stuff,
sensitive now.
Yeah. And so it should be, because before people were going in with things and it weren't right. So if we're nipping it in the bud, then let's nip it in the bud and let's go for a better future, shall we?
We can try.
Do you know what I mean?
We can try, but yeah. Just again, welcome to the sofas. I love the insight that you brought today and the smile. We're gonna have
get
that
real.
game. We just warming up, man. We are just getting fucking started. But yeah, that is. Unless anyone wants to add anything else, no.
Yeah, just one last thing for me, guys. I mean,
I love when he goes into the slow motion.
So guys, don't watch what Will Smith done and get chicken wings. Allow it.
The moral of the story is,
It's not Will Smith.
No, I'm saying don't do what he done. Don't try to be like Will Smith. He's famous. He's rich. These people got security.
Yeah.
If you got an issue,
Be
just talk
safe,
about
people,
it. Go
and
to
be
the pub, go for a
respectful
drink.
most of all. You know, yeah. If we all try and respect each other,
That's
you know,
That's it.
I mean, comedians obviously do their job, so they're gonna step out of line. It's their job.
It's thin line,
but the rest of us, normal Homo sapiens, can respect each other.
Respect, love, peace, honor. That's what we're doing out here. Let's go.
And that's it from us, man.
That's it.
Blessings.
See you later.